Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle made by...
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, they're setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 53 at the mic.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by Howard, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Green Bay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Miles Boykin.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
At the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to run with Dillon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete. Akuebuna. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Number 36.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To Evans on the slant. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
37-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it and be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And the half will begin with a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Number 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. And he finds Howard complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Try to run for it with Jacobs, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
53, Mike, 53. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. 64, 64. 64.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. People always always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers going to throw right side here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To Aaron Jones.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line. That's
back now in Tampa. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Down and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. That's it. Hey, pick your game up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. That catch good for only a couple.
To Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
For Green Bay.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 19. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Attempt.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
3-yard attempt.
And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. No Super Bowl trip for them this year as they are going to lose this title game on a missed field goal. The Green Bay Packers, they are again NFC champions as we sign off and say goodnight. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.